September? Okay.
They're complicated.
Are they? I'm sorry.
I'll give you a housekeeping, I'll give you more.
Welding?
That's one of the questions.
Welding? Okay.
Why do you welder, I guess?
They need welders. In California, they need welders?
No, this is the general form, everybody has to know.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna just be a little on an angle today for them. Can you see me okay, Tina, with that there?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Hello?
Well, she's gonna answer the phone this morning.
How do you use this?
Yeah. It's gonna be an up close and personal one for,
What's that?
my mom just loves to get on my aunts, so. Good morning, welcome. Okay, let's start yoga. So, you're already rolling the balls with your feet. You are just so perceptive.
They showed that my energy on. There you go. We got
Okay, I think we got everything we need. Okay, I'm up close and personal today.
I can tell.
How you doing?
We're fine.
You're fine, hello. So, pause your balls rolling on your feet for just a moment. Close your eyes. Sit on the edge of your chair. Take some deep breaths. Last week we talked a little bit about, anybody just so excited for the rain yesterday? Did you go out and smell the air? We talked a little bit about that last week, about when we have that clean air, right? We want to just breathe deep and just gather it all in, okay? Technically and honestly, we should try and breathe that way all the time. Just those deep breaths. Letting the lungs expand. So with your eyes closed, just breathe deeply. You know that every class that I teach, there's going to be a focus on the breath. Finding that deep, deep inhale, and then just an exhale. It can be audible. In fact, let's do about 3 with an H-A-Ha. So inhale, and H-A. Notice the release that comes. So inhale deeply, and exhale. One more. Inhale, and exhale. Now these next 3 breaths, the same thing, but close your mouth. Inhale again. And again. And then just come back to your normal breath. But notice what's happened to your, I want to say your psyche. If you were rushed getting here, if you were at all had things you needed to do, all of a sudden you are, I feel just kind of calm. That is what the breath can do for you. Now it can do just the opposite, and we're going to actually do that today. Go ahead and open your eyes because you're going to want to watch this one. So, I did wear a tank top so that you could watch what's going on.
Darn.
I know, sorry.
What do you think now?
I know. You calm, settle down, okay? With your hands on your belly, we're gonna do a little bit of a Kalabati breath, okay? I know, it's called fire breathing. So there's an, notice, I can't talk and do it. So you notice that it's in and out through your nose, okay? We need a tissue, I'll go grab it. But it's in and out through your nose, okay? And it's just, you can actually go quite a long time, but notice that you're really, the inhale, you get a little gaspy, okay? So try and just go as long as you can with any breathing exercise, okay? Do not feel any tension up through the eyes, the head. Okay, you feel that, you start feeling the neck go like this, stop. Just immediately stop, take a big cleansing breath and let it go, okay? So let's do 3 rounds of the Kalabati breath, okay? Here we go. Hands right here, you're just gonna feel them pop. And pause, take a deep breath, move your hands. You feel the heat, okay? This is actually a very good digestive breath, okay? To help our digestive systems. So this breath is like so incredible what we can do with it, okay? So we do 2 more rounds of that. Let's see, I think we got close to 50. Let's see if we can do it again. I'll count this time. There's 50. Inhale and exhale. So, yeah, we notice anybody can feel a little bit of the light kind of in the eyes, okay? So we're going to take some. So why that kind of a breath if it causes a little bit of that and that? That's, it's like, why do we do that then? It does, and actually we use a little bit more core when we do it, but one of the things that really helps is it helps us realize what shallow breathing does, okay? The other is a digestive tool, okay? So inhale and exhale. Inhale, audible exhale. Another audible exhale. Letting go of any tension. Beautifully done. Keep your eyes closed and now just normal breathe. When we practice breathing exercises, one of the benefits is being aware of our breath cycle, our breath depth. That's a tongue twister. How do I breathe? It's one of the most beneficial tools if all you have time to do is time to breathe. It's fabulous. So this long, slow breath with the audible HA, ha, with your mouth closed is called an Ujjayi breath, a warrior breath, a victorious breath. So try that one again. Inhale. Exhale, HA, ha, mouth closes. Notice that the muscles of the throat are pulling that breath down into the abdominal core. Inhale. HA, ha, mouth closed. Go ahead and just breathe that way. It's often called a Darth Vader breath. It's one of the most used breaths in yoga because it brings you here. It keeps you present. So if I see when I'm teaching a class that students are wandering with their gaze, you can tell they're not focused, their breath gets more shallow. We come back to this. Okay, so we're going to do that again today. We're going to be moving a little bit more. Okay, a little bit of twisting, some up and down, more than what we've done. We've been working harder. But I want you to just pause with your eyes closed, just a normal, soft breath. Notice what you've already done. You might feel a little sweaty from already with that aggressive breathing. A little bit of calmness. And then go ahead, blink open those eyes. Good morning. Let's start rolling through the shoulders. Create space. And maybe one goes up and maybe the other, okay? So often, right? And I really try to teach this in every class I teach, and then go back the other direction. And that is so often we think, oh, I can't do yoga. I can't move very well. Well, yoga is about moving. So this, people would say, oh, that's just like a swimming arms, shoulder circle. It's yoga. Yeah. Go ahead and arms out to the side. Just turn the palms up. Then turn them down. See if you can get the thumb all the way. Yeah. Turn them up. Pull the shoulders on the back. Turn them down. Let the shoulders roll forward. Yeah. Up and down. And up and down. Up, down. Up. Notice your shoulders starting to feel those muscles. Now, feel like there's a weight here. And just let them get heavy. Just they're weighted. There's something in them. Make your shoulders are pulling on the back. Notice that when the palms roll up, the shoulder actually rolls back. Okay, we want to work here more than we don't really want to work. We want that range of motion. But I don't know about you, but I don't want this. I don't want this on my back, right? That dowager hump? No. So back up here. Find the weight. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Let the shoulders depress. That means they pull towards the floor. It doesn't take your chin with you, though. Leave the chin up. Bring the shoulders up and depress them down. Yes. Bring them up and depress them down. So this lifts and this is lowers, and it lifts and it lowers, okay? Now, oh yeah, shake them out, wiggle through it, working some stuff that maybe we haven't worked for a while, okay? So again, palms face up, they can be down. This time elbows kind of bend towards the waistline. You want to feel the shoulder blades pinch a little bit together. Okay. Again, when those shoulder blades pinch together, they're pulling this way. It helps us open the front. Somebody listen to music as they leave. Open through that. Pinch those shoulder blades in. Okay. Still keep the depression, so the pulling down of the shoulders. Just pinch them in, reach them out. Pinch them in, reach them out. Working underneath. This is subscapularis. It's some rhomboids. It's some of those back muscles. We'll probably have a little bit of the trapezius on the bottom. So you're I'm not letting this happen to pull them in, right? It's pulling down and letting them happen. And in. And in. And notice we're doing this without our straps. We're just using our body and release. Anybody get tingling in their fingers? Okay. Beautifully done. Go ahead and make fists and open and close. And then let's work our wrists for just a moment. Palms together. Okay. Push. And then you're going to bring this hand. Okay. It's your left. On the screen, it's the right. Pull it down. Turn the thumb towards me so palm is on palm. And then come back and move the fingers up, or the palms up, and push into the fingers. Yeah. Stretching through those wrists. Nicely done. And come up, bring the hands back together. We're going to try the other side. Okay. Let your palms, your right one's going to pull away. The palms are together. And then you're moving down to where the fingers are. And push. Oh, yeah. Okay, we use the dexterity, we lose if we don't use this dexterity in our fingers. And release. And again, shake out those hands. And then pause, close your eyes, take a breath. How do the shoulders feel? When I do this kind of work, I feel like I sit up a little taller. Take some deep breaths. And then go ahead, grab your balls again. Okay, and roll. So we're looking for tender places. Okay, places that are tender. And I know you started this, but we didn't really do a ton of it. So find, oh, it's kind of amazing. I don't have any tender places today. How's that for weird? Okay. I loved a couple weeks ago, Gilbert said, you know what? Those rolling of the balls on our feet must really work. Because mine don't feel this anymore, right? And so this, I guess I'm coming back to that thought. Our body doesn't need a ton of stuff. We just need to use it and move it, okay? Now, today I'm going to try something with these balls, so just keep them in the back of your chair. Okay, go ahead and come up onto your toes. Remember our toe exercise? Okay, see if you can get the big toe and the pinky toe on either side of the ball. Oh, nicely done.
Ooh.
Yeah, find a little sensation there, spreading those toes. Yeah. And then go ahead and you're going to grab them. See if you can roll up over. You're stretching out the top of the foot. Yeah. When's the last time you did that? Like never. Come on back. Find that stretch. Maybe you can get the fourth toe and the big toe on either side of the ball. What?
Okay.
You got it. And come back up.
Yeah.
Roll, yeah. So it's almost like you're doing a point, but the toes are kind of trying to turn under there. Yeah. And then come back. One more time. Can you get, I can't. I don't know if I can get it. Yeah, I can't. I was going to try to do one more spread. And then release. Yeah. Change feet. But pause for a moment, right? Oh, there goes a ball. It's escape. Oh, here, let me just throw it back at you. Pause for this foot. Stop on this foot and really, can you feel the tingle? Okay. That's blood flow, guys. Blood flow helps our bodies. Blood flow, our movement. Okay, we want to be bodies that can move. So find, oh, I got a few little tender places here. When you find one, you're just rolling on it. Yeah. And our pigeons are cooing to us.
These are handballs, right?
No, these are racquetballs.
Racquetballs.
Handballs are harder. You can use them,
Okay, no.
but they're going to be a little more sensational.
Racquetballs, okay.
These
You
are,
get with Smith?
I would think so, but I usually get them at Walmart because you get a big.
We can find it.
Okay, rolling back, find the spread of the toes, big toe on one side. Notice that one foot's a little more dexterous. Yeah, Diana, that was perfect. Roll the ball out a little bit more that way. Yeah, and push. Okay, here we go, our favorite part. Roll up over, grab that ball, pointing the foot, but rolling the toes kind of under. Feel that sensation in your calf? Yeah. And then come back. Was it just sensation or was it pain?
No.
Okay. And then come back. Can you get that fourth toe on the outside? Give that a try. Yeah. And then come back up and over, rolling them in, finding that stretch, using our feet. So it was years ago. I had finished and graduated from BYU and was a mom, but went back one more time to do a workshop, a dance workshop for a whole month. I had all of my babies and my mom took them. She was just an angel. I'd come home on the weekends and then during the week I'd go back down and dance. So the instructor talked about creating feet that are as dexterous as our fingers. And you've seen people that can do, kind of those weird kind of things. Go ahead and just pause. You can totally pick that up. We're gonna try and use that a little bit. Actually, keep the ball. Come back up. Walk back on your chair. Those of you that have blankets, take your blanket off. Yeah, because I want you to feel hard. These are valuable all over the body. Okay, you have to sometimes, you'll find Blair and I swirling around them. I mean, it's just rolling on these on the floors, right? I want you to reach it under and take it underneath your hip, your sit bone, okay? And then yeah, it doesn't matter because we're gonna do both of them. And then just roll around. You feel like you've got a lump there, right? You're like, what the freak? Yeah. So try and get it close to where your sit bone is and right below it towards your knee, because that's one of the places. And then go ahead and just kind of keep rolling it around, finding different spots. I love to roll it on my hamstring. So on the hamstrings, the back of the thigh, so I'll just take it. Can you feel that?
This is hurting on this
Oh,
side.
it's like it's hurting on the other side, the side I'm holding still. Yeah, find that motion. Move it down towards the knee a little bit more. Okay, and go side to side with it, and you'll feel the muscle go bloop, 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 bloop. That's that hamstring muscle. And it's actually right, if you can get right in the middle of the leg, that's right where the hamstring and the tendon attaches to the tendon, and that's what you're feeling. Okay.
She makes this.
I
love that one.
I know, I don't know about that one. So pause, notice what the leg feels like, and then switch sides. Start up by the glute, start up by your rear end. Move it down. Bring it down lower so you're down closer, and then it's a side to side motion. Yeah. And then down closer to the knee.
Get it closer.
Yeah. You have to go back on your chair. Diana's like, why did I come do this? And then go ahead and take it out. Come back to the edge of your chair. Don't put your blankets back in yet. But I want you to take the ball right here in the hip socket and just roll it around. Okay? Use some pressure. Push it into it. Okay, we're doing kind of the same thing we do on our feet, maybe right in here into the hip socket where the IT band, not the IT band, sorry, where the psoas goes, that's the muscle that brings this leg up and out. So when the hips hurt, so get right in here. Yeah, for that psoas, that is valuable information, just really. So oftentimes, and if you're welcome to do this at home, I know all but Diana have balls that I've given you, so I don't know if you still have them.
Yes.
But I'll do this. And just roll.
I'll do that on carpet.
You can do it on carpet, you'll still feel it. And you're just accessing That psoas muscle is hard to access. This is all fascia work, guys. The fascia that connects. So we're trying to access this in our chairs, okay? But that, so do both legs. So when you know, if you happen, you can't really do it in your bed because the ball sinks into the mattress and you don't feel it. So it's gotta be a hard surface. The carpet works, unless it's like the plush, thick sheepskin rug or something. So one of the things that we kind of lose, I want you to notice this. This would be very valuable for your knee. Just right down here. Is that a little painful to anybody?
Yes.
Yeah. And that is, you're just like, and you're not really putting a ton of pressure on it. Okay, go around to the outside, but you're increasing the blood flow. So I told you class would be a little different today. Go ahead to the other knee. Realizing this benefit of what this does to the body. Yeah, right there is a little tender. And then come around to the other side and you might feel it there as well. Okay. And then go ahead and just bring the ball, squeeze it, and release, squeeze the other hand. Go ahead and back, we're just gonna go back and forth. Finding parts of our body that maybe we kind of go, I haven't done this in forever, right? I don't think I've ever done this. You did when you were a kid. You played with your body. Okay. Now, I've showed you to put one of these in a sock, right? Throw it over your shoulder and get back in here. That's your homework. Ball in a long sock. Throw it over here and just stand against the wall. Okay? Yeah. Okay, in a sock. You all have socks. Okay, if you want to do a tight, you can do a one-legged tight, because then you got a long ball and a long, you can get at that, but it's one of the best things you can do. Okay, go ahead and lift up and put your blanket back in. And sit. The blanket is to keep us a little bit more upright so that we keep those knees at a right angle. Let's do some twisting. So go ahead and just hand to thigh, hand to chair. Remember the shoulder, we pull back and just twist. And then come back to the other side, hand, thigh. Now remember, as we do this, we don't pull a knee in, it pushes away. And come back. Just inhale here, exhale to the other side. Inhale here, exhale. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, exhale. That's the HA half, the mouth closed. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then go ahead, pause in the middle, tuck your chin, roll it down. Get your head as close to the knees as you can. You might be able to get it really close. You might not be able to get it very close at all. You might be able to touch it. Use your hands on your thighs, push down with your hands and pull the back. So it moves the head away from the knees, but you're still curled over. So if you need to look up for a minute and go, am I doing this right? And then come back in, totally fine. Pulling back as much as you can. Use those hands. They don't have to work hard, but they are pushing forward. Newton's law says that every motion, there's an equal and opposite motion, right? So even that little down and forward's got to go somewhere. We're going to take it in the back. And then come all the way up. So we're gonna do a little cat-cow in our chair. Okay. The cow pose is this. You've seen those sway backs cows. So you're gonna come as far forward as you can. Head goes back, you're taking into back bend. And then the exhale is a curl. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl. Close your mouth. Inhale for the HA cough. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hear your own breath. It doesn't need to be loud enough that we all hear it. And then come back in. Beautifully done. Grab your block. Let's warm up our legs a little bit. Just put it right here. Put the foot on the outside of it. So it's a little bit to one side. This leg, come to the edge of your chair. We're going to work these hips. Ready? Up and back. And you've done this. Up and back. And up and back. Yep. Up and back. Beautifully done. Up and hold. Straighten it out. Bend it in. Straighten it out. Bend it in. Straighten it out. Bend it in. One more. Straighten it out. Bend it in. And put it down. Shake it out. Okay. Slide the block to the other side. Your foot starts on the outside of it. Okay. Inhale and exhale. Breathing with it. Try to inhale. Exhale. This is a little fast for the inhale and the exhale. But try. Inhale. Maybe I'm still inhaling. And now I exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. Yeah. And then inhale, hold it up. Yeah. Take it out. Bend it in. Take it out. Bend it in. Take it out. Two more. Out and in. Out and in. And down. And up.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Using those thigh muscles. So I asked last week, we are doing more. We're getting a little more aggressive in on some of our movements. And I want to know if it's too much, okay? If we get going too much, because I love aggressive. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a hinge. So just try to keep your back in its natural way, right? Hands come to the thighs, inhale. Exhale, do that curl back. And inhale, up. Inhale, up. Exhale. Hands on the thighs, inhale. Exhale, curl back. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, just pause and smile. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. I'm not going to cue the breath, but keep breathing. Inhale. Let's add a twist. Pull the shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, little curl. On to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Release the hands and come back to center. Inhale. Hinge. Hands on the thighs. Exhale back into that curl and then inhale up. Take the arms with you and the exhale twist us. Make sure this shoulder pulls back. Inhale here. Exhale, curl. So use your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. It opens and it closes, and we use our breath. One more close. Inhale, open. Remove the hands from the chair and your leg, and just using those muscles, beautifully done. Just go ahead and let the hands hang. Fabulous. Right hand holds on here, just up and over. Yeah. Bring the hand behind the head. Just roll the chest towards the ceiling and the light. And then curl it down and around, trying to get your elbow towards the floor. It's not going to get there. Inhale, open it. And exhale. Inhale, open it. And exhale. One more. And then come back to the side and come back up. Beautifully done. Inhale up, other side. Take the twist. If you can't get it all the way up, move up to here and just lift the elbow. The ribs will move. Hand behind the head if you can. If you can't, it's just here. Open it up. And then elbow tries to move to the floor. And that's a pretty significant twist. Open it up. And elbow tries to move to the floor. Whether you're on your head or not. Two more. Take it open and then close. Use your breath. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to the side and come all the way up. And pause. Close your eyes. How does your core feel? The waistline, the rib cage. Breathing deeply. Beautifully done. So, go ahead and blink open your eyes. We're going to do just a little bit of core work. I want you to put your block here and put your feet on it. Now remember, it's way enough out so that I've got a right angle on those knees. I don't want the block close with the knees jutting ahead. Okay? So move the block out so that you're like this. So that you're at least a right angle. You can be a little bigger than that, okay? Push your hands here, okay, without rounding back, okay? Keeping the shoulders up, push, and pull back with the ribs. Pull back with the belly, push, okay? Let your feet, you can rock the block forward a little bit because you're pushing with your feet as well. Can anybody feel the core? Okay, yeah. Push, pull back, lengthen up. Look slightly up, it's not here, but it's looking up, feeling that. Notice, try to breathe while you're doing that. And you're like, how do I inhale? Up into the chest and exhale and release and shake it out. We're gonna do 4 more, okay? Hands here, we're holding them for about 12, 15 counts. Push down, pull in, lengthen up. Feel that work. Notice that it gets into here, okay? Because we're sitting up straight, yeah? Try not, okay? We can work 2 ways. We can work this way, pins, right? Or we can work tea party. So get a tea party on and push and release. Maybe you need to shift a little. Did that hurt anyone's low back? Did that annoy it a little, Tina? Or just stretch it? Just stretching, okay? Stretch back down. Counter poses are valuable. This is the opposite of what we've just been doing. Go ahead and lift one side and then the other. I'm doing a little shift with my hips side to side here. And then come back up. So, hands here, push down, pull up. This is number 3. Pull this in. Feel like someone is pushing back on your rib cage, on your belly, and you're pushing it away, but you're lifting up. The knees are higher so that your hands can push away. A few more breaths, and then release. Stretching, wiggling. Did I say 3 more last time or 2 more? I think we're got, don't think so. Put your hands, come on, pull back, yeah. Pull that belly. Notice your shoulders, they wanna come up. Pull them down, lift the head, tea party face, tea party breath. I'm doing everything, nothing's going on in my body. Are you kidding me? I'm just enjoying this work and release. We got one more. Round. Find that work. Come back. Push down and forward, pull back. Breathe. You're like, Debbie, that was not as much of a break. I know. Pull and breathe. Look up a little bit. Tighten the waistline. Use those core muscles. And release. You can slump in your chair because it's a great stretch of the low back. And come off your block. Now, you can do that here. It's much harder. Just try it with off your block. I've been fiddling. I figured this out. Push down and forward here. Can you feel that? It's not near the work as when I pull the legs up on the block. So that's one you can do anyway. All right. Anything else feel like? Let's do our next. Ear to shoulder before we stand. Ear to shoulder. Roll through. Breathe. The inhale. Do an audible exhale. Mouth open. This helps us release tension. And then again, I'm going to have you try and come, actually, bring your block. Let's try it with the block. Bring it here. And I want you to try and roll your belly onto your thighs without the thighs doing this. They're staying right there. Okay, so just bring it down. Maybe it can touch. Okay, try to keep the knees in. Hold them if you need to. And then let your head hang over. So your body is supported by the weight, your legs. Sorry, I'll get that out. Let your hands go, let your head go, just hang. You will start to maybe feel a little pressure in the temples. If that happens, just lift the head and come back down to the hang. Lift the head, come back down to the hang. Some deep back breathing. Notice when you take a deep breath, your belly is in the way. Okay, inhale, let the back expand. 60% of our breath capacity is working back. And then use your hands on your thighs and come all the way up. Beautifully done. Okay, go ahead. Come around to the back of your chair. Make sure your chair's on the mat for a reason. It's on there because it keeps it from sliding. And you're just gonna walk out. Oh yeah, find that stretch. And walk back in. We're gonna do let's do 10 of these just with your own breath. The inhale takes you out. Breathe and exhale out here. Audible HA cough. And then inhale, walk back in. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. I want to hear your audibles. Come all the way back in. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Just moving forward and back. Second round of homework, and I'll post this when I post the video, okay? Do these every day, okay? This is so valuable for the spine, to the legs, to the glutes. You can hold on the whole time. If you're okay, you actually can maybe try here and then back. But if you try that and you really feel out of balance, go down, the hands just move along the side and then they come back. If that feels really like we don't know about that one, then don't. Okay, we've got 2 more. Stretch and reach. Come back and then use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And shake it out. Just wiggle your legs, wiggle your body. Anybody feel a little lightheaded? Sometimes, okay. Good stuff. All righty. So now we're going to work just a little bit more into our glutes. Bend your knees and stick your rear end back as much as you can, okay? And then we're just going to, you're not doing this, so watch here real close. You're not doing this with your knees. See how my knees are moving forward? That is not hips, that's all. We're going like this back here, but I want you to push down. So you're bending your knees, but you're reaching lower to the floor with your rear end. Lower to the floor with your rear end. So it's not just this. The knees do move down, and you pull back. And your knees, so you're finding the rear end working. Your glute muscles. Pull back, push into your feet. Pull back, push into your feet. Pull back. Keep pulling back, reaching for a chair that's maybe behind you, right? That you're trying to reach. 2 more. Stretch it, reach it, work those glutes, and then come all the way back in. Okay, a little bit of cat-cow. Open through the heart, round through the spine. Open through the heart, round through the spine. 1 more. Open and close, using your breath. I love hearing this. Okay, go ahead and turn. You're going to face the wood doors. Okay. With a hand here, bring your hand that's free up and over. Side bend. Come all the way back. And come up and over. Side bend. And come all the way back. Just trying to access. Now come up and over. That same stretch we already did. You can bring the hand behind your head. You don't have to. Kind of twist and open and twist and open. Oh yeah. Twist and open and twist and open. Yeah? And then release. Okay. So a ton of this, we're working core. Did anybody not get that? Turn around, okay? Other side. I just have something about my rear end being on the screen. Sorry guys, that's just not happening. All right, here we go. Up and over. And back. Up and over. And out. Up and over. There is a third homework. I know. What do you think? It's summer. We need to do some more work. This one. Okay. And then hold the hand wherever it is, behind the head or up, and just twist. Down to the floor with the chest. Up. Down to the floor. And up. Towards the floor. And up. Moving with your breath. Maybe your breath. You want to go a little slower in and out of this. Maybe you want, but we're not doing it windshield wiper fast. Reach it down. Open it up. Reach it down. Come back up. Just come over to the side. So, does that kind of, the tightness that we felt after doing these, okay? that it's like gone because of that motion. Okay, that is so valuable. This, we gotta have it upright and the ability to move. Most of our injuries as we age come because we fall, we lose our balance and fall, or we reach down to pick something up and we pull something in our back. Okay.
For sure that in real life.
Huh?
For sure that in real life.
What really like?
How do you, how go down, turn back quick, you can hurt your back.
Yeah, you can kind of go like this, but use the legs, right? Come down, bend, push into the feet and come back up. Try that. Go down, bend your knees, push into the feet and come back up. Go down, push into the feet. It's almost like you're on a springboard, right? Go down, push. Yeah. Nice. That's how we want to get up and down, okay? So I wanted to do a little balancing as well, because balance is actually core. Balance is core, okay? We lose the ability to hug this in, to tighten these muscles, okay? And some of you may say, well, I've got rolls or I've got stuff here. Yeah, there's still muscle underneath that, okay? It's still valuable to do. Plant one foot, okay? Doesn't matter which way you face because we'll go both directions. Bring this foot here. Yeah, so it's just here, okay? Just a touch. Alrighty, you can hold on to the chair, okay? Keep it handy, but you're welcome to lose it, okay? And then see if you can just drag it up to the calf. Feel the wobble. Feel the wobble. Yeah. Feel the ankle, feel the leg work that you're standing on. Beautifully done, and put it down. Second side. Turn around. Standing on this other leg. Start with the toe on the floor. Okay, and then pull it up. Tighten. So this foot and this leg are like pushing into each other. Notice one side is a heck of a lot easier than the other. And then go ahead and remove the hand if you want and find a little bit of that ankle work. Breathe. This is called tree pose. Yeah. Breathe. Yeah. And come down. First side, second time. Is she kidding? She's not kidding. Come in. This time, I do want you to feel the push. Push your foot into your leg. Push your leg back. Notice what that does all the way up the core. You feel it all the way up the legs, through the belly, up into the chest. And there's a difference. It's using the muscle. And then release, shake them out. Second side, it wasn't as long. Stand, foot on calf, push your foot, the bottom of your foot into your leg, push the leg back.
That's the story.
Yeah. Yeah. Notice that one side, and especially if you've had surgery or something on one side, yeah, it's, and you're done. Go ahead, work your way onto your floor, onto your mat. Beautiful. This is the part you love. This is the part you love. Yeah, this is the part you love. Use your chair if it's hard. Put this up at your neck. Yeah. Shake got this all down. I'm gonna change how I do it though. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
So.
Go that way.
This one very fast. Okay. This is under your neck. Chair. I know you are. So when you say I paid, why is it that you paid? Because it's hard? Yeah.
Actually, heard you say that.
Where I get this, I can't get it. It's me, mine is not.
So that's a little too big.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No, it's not that good.
Yeah.
You're a trooper.
Windshield wipers. So the knees go side to side. Is this okay? You're getting off, she's upside down. Okay.
Because they don't straight.
And just side to side with the knees. Yeah. We've worked core. Let this release. Beautifully done. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and use the audible HA ha breath. Audible HA on the exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Inhale, knees up, exhale. Inhale, knees up, exhale. Go ahead and take your feet a little wider and continue to do the same thing. Inhale. Notice that after a few of those breaths, we start to calm right back down. Go ahead and close your mouth and just do a regular breath. Move with your breath. Let your breath be slow. And then pause with your knees in the air. Tuck your tailbone, pull the low back towards the floor, and just kind of massage the low back in the floor. We've worked the core, we've worked our backs. We can't work core without working back. So that sometimes gets a little tender. And then go ahead and come back to just the natural spine. Walk your feet towards each other and maybe a little bit closer to your hips if you can get them. Plant the elbows into the floor, bending the hands are sticking up in the air. You've got robot arms. Push the back of the head into the floor, push the elbows into the floor, and see if you can just lift the shoulders, not the hips, and pull the shoulders together, and then put the shoulders back down. So all you've done is done that little squeeze of the shoulder blades together. It opens a little bit more in the heart. Take a few deep breaths into that heart, gets a little more open. And then if you'd like to, you can roll the hips up off the floor by pushing into your feet and roll them back down. So you can just lift them up and back down. You don't have to go far. Just lift the hips up and back down. And up and back down. If that bothers your knees, move your feet further away from the hips. Up and back down. Yeah. All you're doing is just changing the shape of that spine, right? Using the body. Fabulous work. And then it is time for our last pose, Shavasana. Dead horse pose. I'm bringing bolsters for under the knees. Yeah. Yes. Diane's like, I know this one.
I got this.
You guys are getting so good at this. You know just what to do. Hungry. Is that okay? Is that a good place?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This will release that low back. There you go. So these knees come down. Is that okay?
Yeah, awesome.
Whichever is going to be. And just now, sometimes this is one of the hardest poses because it's holding still. So, do your best. You focus on your breath for a moment and then you even let that go. Inhaling and exhaling. And then no thoughts will come that you're just not going to dwell on. You're going to let those thoughts move right on out of your head. Letting gravity support you. Having worked the body, we feel the tingle in our muscles, in our skin, because of the work we've done. Pretty soon there is just a shallow breath. Begin to deepen your breath, inhaling and exhaling, letting the fingers wiggle, the toes wiggle. Begin moving a little bigger, maybe shoulders and ankles, wrists. I love to stretch my arms overhead. Reawakening. Well done. Now, if you find that today your low back is a little tight, you kind of go, oh, I feel that. First of all, celebrate it, right? Because it means you've moved. And then do some of these wiggles, right? That help get it out. Make sure that you don't just stay still and take an ibuprofen. Move it, and then work your way from your back to your side. I know, this is the biggest,
This is the hard.
this is the hardest part of all. You have been working harder. You've been working a lot harder. Are you okay, Michelle? You bend over like something's hurting. What have you done?
I tried to swallow sleep after not doing it for 5 years.
You tried in the water?
Swallow sleep.
You try to.
She water star. I never believe, I figured I could do it. And
Yeah, okay.
was not smart, and I know now, just didn't think before I had what I needed to do. I needed to do this